Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today we're making this. So this is my, this is from the Family Story Journal Kit, and it's the pocketed, no, I haven't decorated that yet, but I will. That's a freebie from before. This is just the pocketed journal cards. You can write up here, down here, because I haven't done that. So anyways, yeah, and that's just the freebie that I did when I did the field notes or research notes or whatever that was. And I put a little mini paper clip with a heart on it on there to attach it to a page in the journal. This one is the same sort of thing, only it's made into a trifold, and I haven't decorated inside yet. But I did put this together as a trifold. So again, just a little this to go on there to attach it to the page. So this is the one I'm working with. You can cut them apart, of course, and make this, right? With the pocket, it just folds up, and we're gonna make some, so you'll know how to do it. So you can do that. You can cut them apart, or you can keep them all together and make a trifold like this one. Okay, so I thought we would make one of each of these. Now look, if you don't tune out, if you don't have this journal kit and you don't want to buy it, that's okay. You can use any paper you want. So I'm going to show you how to do that on this one. But before I do that, I'm going to show you how to make a pocketed journal card. It's so simple and so easy. I use, of course, the lightweight cardstock. So this is this one. And you just, cut them apart and do this number here. You just fold this up, match it to the sides. Yep, match it to the sides. The only thing I would say is to ink the pocket, if you want to ink it before you glue it down, because then that's difficult afterwards. And I just use Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. I like the oxides better than the inks, but I'm not against the inks. I have some of them. Just the oxides are a little bit lighter, not quite as dark. If you like dark, though, the inks are your thing. So let me move this out of the way so I don't get glue on it. And we're just going to fold this over, like so. Like so. I always give mine a little roll, just so I know for sure I've got enough adequate pressure on there so it's going to grab. Now, I'm not going to ink it in front of you, no. I know, that would be like, oh no, paint drying and all that. So, you just, you have that pocket. Don't put too much pressure on it when you first glue it down. And what I do with them, of course, is put lace on there because I think it's pretty, and it does give a little bit extra strength to the pocket if things are going to be going in and out a lot, It does give extra strength. So that's the way you do that, okay? Pretty simple, right? I mean, gosh, that's really easy. And then ink around it. If you're going to ink, Vintage Photo is perfect for this kit because, well, it's a vintagey kit. Okay, so now to do this one, the folio, you just don't cut it out. Leave it together, okay? And then what I would do is score down through here. That's what I did. I already did that. So score down through here so that you have it ready to fold already, okay? Now, on this, when you're doing the trifold, it's got to fold in to itself. Let me pull this one out so I can kind of explain what I'm talking about. This one's got to be a little bit less than this one. Okay? So when you fold it in, find, it could be, this one could be the front, or this one could be whichever way you want it to be. But whichever way you want it to be, make sure that one of them is going to be a little bit less than the other one. And the way to do that is just to take just a little bit off of there. But make sure your fold is straight first, right? Okay. Give it a good press. Get that all down there. And get this one down. You know, press it really good. It's important on this because you want it to lay flat in your journal. You can stick it in a pocket. You can attach it to a page. Whatever you want to do. Now, I want this to fold over this one. And this one's just a little bit too much. So I'm going to take just a tiny sliver, maybe not even 1/8 of an inch off there. Okay? As soon as I find my paper trimmer, I'm going to do that. So, and sometimes when you're taking just that tiny little bit off, your paper trimmer can get funny on you. So if you're new to paper crafting or new-ish and you don't know this little trick, start in the middle. And you'll have a lot less problem. It won't mess up on the end with you, because sometimes it can do that. Okay, so let me see if I've got enough off. I don't want it to be too close, because for me, I'm going to put lace around this, so I need a little extra room. It's plenty of room there, if you see, but I want a little bit more because of my lace fetish. Okay, so again, like I said, start in the middle. Don't get, maybe a little bit too much. If you start on this end, it doesn't matter how good a trimmer you have, it can muff that up right there. So if you start in the middle, it doesn't do that. And then you just come back down and finish your cut. Okay? It's really easy to do that. Now I've got enough room to put my lace. When I'm not going to lace it in front of you. It's a thing, I know. Paint drying and all that. Okay, so now we've got this that'll fold easily. And we can lace it up. But now I want this to sort of match up to that. I know, I'm a little funny that way, but I do. I want it to match up. So I'm going to take a bit off of here. Is that straight? I want it to be straight. So let me fix my... If it's not straight, you can always go back and straighten it, you know. Okay. To know how it's straight is just get your paper lined up on the top and the bottom. Then your fold's straight, right? Okay. So let's take some of this off. Where's my pencil? I have no idea where it is. But I'll find another one. Excuse my reach. Here we go. I want to just take a little dotty mark there so I know that's where I'm going with it. Okay, so this time we're going to line it up. So we take that off. Make sure you get it straight to some edge. You've got to have it straight. Again, go in the middle and come back down. You just don't want to monkey up the end of your paper, right? Okay, now we've got that'll fold in, and that folds over just right. Awesome, awesome. Okay, now you may be saying, well, yeah, but it's not got the pocket in it like the other one, but it's about to. Okay, so what you're going to do now that you've got it to where you want it on your folds, make sure you get that done first, then you kind of put this up here, line it up on itself. Your folds are going to line up on themselves, and that's going to line up on itself. Start from the middle and work your way out and press that down. Okay? It doesn't have to be perfect, but close to it. It's good. Now, next, you want to take the fold line out. Okay? Don't leave the score line in, because when you fold this up, I'll show you. You fold this up and see it's already doing that and that. It takes up, it warps things out. If I can get it in camera. It won't lay down flat, is what I'm trying to say. So you want to take just your score line, your fold line, and just trim that out, okay? It's not hard to do. Just, you know, just trim it. Once you get that out of there, this will lay down flat-ish and be fine. Okay? You're just taking the tiniest little bit out. Not much at all. Just, see, just a teeny bit. Okay? And that separates your pockets so that you can make them lay down flat and not be bulky inside. And so you've got this little bit. And I just do that. I just pull it. Just that way. Okay. So now they will all lay down flat on the page, and when it folds in and folds in, it will fold in flat. You see what I'm saying? All the way around. Flat, 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 and flat. Now, the next thing to do, before you glue them down, I just like to give a little bit of ink to this, you know, this part, so that, let me trim that out, because I don't like it poking up and being wrinkly like that. Okay, get rid of that. Just give it a little ink so that you've got that done, and you won't have to worry about the rest of it. I can ink off camera. I'm just showing you. I'm just showing you. I want to put one of these, I'm making 2 of these journals, and I want to put one of the trifold folio thingies in each one of them, and that'll do. And then I want to put 3 of the pocketed pieces in there, okay? So I'm going to do my middle one first because that's the easiest for me. Whatever works for you, you know, do that. I'm just going to put a very thin line of glue right on up the side there and fold it in. You can give it a little bit of a squidge there so that your pocket isn't so flat you have a hard time getting things in. That's, you know, that's the thing. Okay. Again, now either one of the outside pockets is fine. Just go on and glue them in there. And, yeah, like so. I recommend a silicone mat for this because glue can squidge out, which is fine because that just means you've got enough glue in there, right? If it squidges out. Okay, we're just going to put this right up through there, or you can glue your mat. I mean, you know, I'm talented that way. I can do that. I can just, you know, get it all over the place. Okay. Now, I like to give them a good rolling with my brayer. And you've got that one that folds in, and you see we've got enough room in there. Hope you can see. I didn't ink it yet, but we've got enough room in there for this not to touch that, and I've got enough room to put lace. And we've got this folding over pretty flat. Once it gets used to itself, it's good to give it a good pressing, right? And that's pretty nice, huh? I love doing these. They add so much, the little powerhouse thing to your journal, right? Now, that is this. Only this is inked, and that one will be when it goes in the journal. Okay, so now, any old paper you have, this is one of the pages for my background, my favorite background pages, and it is double-side printed because, well, you know, you've got this side, that's your pretty side, and then you've got this side, that's your functional side, I think of it as. You can write on here, you can decorate and embellish and whatever on that side. You could this side too, but it's already pretty on mine. I'm just saying. Anyways, so this one is 3 3/4 inches wide. So let me move my silicone mat for a moment. because I want to cut this at the right place, right? Okay, 3 3/4, and I'll show you how you just, you just do it. These things are not complicated, right? We always try to keep it fun and easy over here on my channel. Fun and easy. Okay, now we're going to put this in the trimmer. We got our mark, and we're going to trim it right there. Now see, on this one you can start at the end. It's fine. It's not going to monkey it up. The other one would. With just a little teeny bit, it just doesn't have enough to hold it flat. Now, you can take it and fold it up anyhow you want. Let me get this one and we'll see how much this is. Probably 2.5 inches. 2 1/4. So it was right in the middle of what I thought. Okay, so I'm just gonna lay it here. I can measure it that way, right? I'm gonna measure it this way. Okay, I'm just gonna fold it up like I did that one. 2 1/4 is what that is, and that gives you the pocket on the back and the pretty on the front, and you can decorate. Look, whatever papers you have, just use those. You don't have to buy my kit. I like it when people buy my kits now. I'm not saying I don't. I do. But, and this one I'll just go in my stash because it will be ready for, whatever I want to do with it in another situation, because it's already cut and ready and put together, right? Okay, let me give it a roll. But yeah, you can use whatever papers you have, especially if you're new and you're just practicing. This is a great thing to practice on. You've got a pocket. You've got a journal card that you can write on. You can decorate this. You can decorate this. That's pretty, just to swag around through there. And, whatever you want to do with it. It's just a pocketed journal card. Super simple and easy. And if you want to do it with the whole page, what did I say? I don't know what I said. I hope I can figure it out. 3 3/4. Measure that out. Fold. 3 3/4. 3 3/4. Measure it out and fold it. It's just a whole page. It's just, except for I did trim off a little bit so it would fit. But you can do that with any page, any paper, whatever you want to do, right? Okay, so with any papers, and that's in my favorite background papers kit on my Etsy. This is I'm trying to remember to say what these things are so that people will know, This is the family history, family story journal kit. And look, if anybody's interested in any other ethnicities, I have several in there, but if you're interested in any other ethnicities, if you're doing like your genealogy or something, let me know and I can accommodate. I can it takes a while to find things, but I can go and hunt them up and put different things in there. If somebody wants something different than what I have. So we've got pocketed journal card, finished up. Yep. Okay, I want to show you where they're going. Like I said, I've been working on making 2 of these journals. Okay, this is the family story journal kit, and let me find this guy. This one is going to go here, just attached. Now I haven't opened any of these pages yet, but I will. And it would still attach here because you've got 2 sides that it can attach to, right? Okay, so this one's going to attach like so onto the page. Isn't that just cute? Really pretty. So this one is going back here. And I think I'm going to, where's my little thing? I think I'm going to have it as a wraparound. I didn't want it to match up with the exact page from things, but yeah. Okay, so I made a flap. I made a flap. Okay, it's going to attach like so. Okay, I made a flap for each right-hand side. And, you know, I've shown how to do that before. If anybody's interested, I can show it again. But you just put this under your mat. You put the flap of the envelope under your mat and put it on there that way. So each right-hand side is going to have one. It does have already. It has one of those. And I just think this is gorgeous. I love this. I can't help it, guys. I love this one. It's just beautiful, and I'm kind of sad that I haven't had so many videos about it on you know, my channel yet, because, you know, COVID put me so dang far behind. It's crazy. All right, so that's where those are going. These ones are going to get laced up, and they're going to be going into the thing as well. This one will go in the other journal. They're both at the same place. I've got all my matting done. I used 1, 2, 3, 4. I used 5 big envelopes if somebody wants to do this. And each right-hand side has a medium-sized envelope, which is, it's not the little mini one that I used to make the minis. It's a 7 1/4 by, it's just a medium to me because I buy these things in bulk, by 5 1/4. So yeah, each right hand side has those. So you got 5 of those. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 of those. Excuse me, my math is off. Okay, you got 4 of the medium-sized ones onto 5 for these. Now, I did the trick where you leave extra room in the spine. So you have to make sure you do that when you're using 5 and you're going to build a bulky journal. And I knew this one was going to be bulky from the get-go because, yep. Now, this has got a lot of journaling space in it already. It's going to have a signature. For sure, guys, it's going to have a signature. But it's going to have journaling space everywhere. And the research notes notebook that we made with that freebie set, this is one of these big envelopes is going to open up, and that's going to be a pocket where that's going to slide in. So there's that. It's coming together really nicely. I've got some more projects I want to do with this. I'm finally starting to catch up somewhat to where I'm supposed to be in January. It's a thing. Okay. But yeah, we've got all kinds of fun stuff going on with this journal. I'm working on a new journal kit too, so just saying. So make you some of these. Now you can do this with regular paper, whatever paper you want to use. Use copy paper if you're just practicing. Just use the lightweight copy paper and get it just right, and then you've got a template for when you do it with your big fancy paper, right? So you've got your pocket here, there. And it'll hold a nice tag or other journal card. So this one, and then this one we made showing how to just use regular paper, decorative paper, scrapbook paper. If you've got some scrapbook paper that's difficult and you go, oh, what am I ever going to do with that? Because, you know, you really don't like it that much. These are a great thing to do with that because you can back them with something else if you don't, you know, if it's white or whatever. You know, some scrapbook paper is just one-sided. Anyways, you can back it with things. You can decorate all over it, and then you don't have to see the paper that you don't quite like so much as other paper, right? Okay, so I'm going to quit rambling on. This is a fun little project, super easy. If you're an experienced pro at this, or if you're a super new beginner, this is super fun and easy. You can sit and make them while you're watching TV. I do that. I've got several more cut out because, like I said, I'm going to do one pocketed journal card for each flap except for the back one. So I've got 3 for each journal to do, and then a folio for the back flap. Yep, got those to do. So I'll be doing them while I'm watching TV. I don't know what I'll be watching, but I'll be watching something or ignoring it. Or maybe I'll find a YouTube video. I like watching Seven Plaza, Margaret. She's over in the Netherlands. I love watching her. Our styles are a little different, especially in some places and stuff. But I love watching her. And she calls everybody lovely. She calls herself lovely. So it's just, she's a lot of fun and very entertaining. She doesn't need me plugging her for sure. She's got thousands of subscribers and I only have a few hundred. So anyways, she's a lot of fun if anybody wants to go watch her. She's and she builds some unique things and fun things. So anyways, I'll quit rambling. There you go. That's what we did today. Lots of fun. Lots of, I don't know, just craftiness. And super easy, guys, really. Whether you've got this paper or that paper or copy paper. Go have fun with this. Yep, that's your homework. So, okay. I'll quit rambling again now. You guys take care. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. TTFN.